There are a lot of differences between how children and adults learn languages, and a lot of advantages for children when learning a language. One of the main ones is that their brains are very plastic. That's like saying their brains are very elastic. They're constantly changing. And this is because they're growing and evolving, and so new connections are being made all the time. And another big advantage for children is that they are primed to learn implicitly. They're still in the middle of learning their own language, and so their brain is constantly trying to find grammar rules and learn new rules of languages implicitly. Whereas for adults, the parts of the brain that deal with language are already pretty fixed. And so what that means for adults is that even when they're learning a language, no matter how much time they put in, their language areas are fixed, and so they'll end up just memorizing vocabulary for the most part. They don't do what children do, which is learn implicitly, connect the object to the word in English automatically. Adults will usually tend to translate for the rest of their lives. Another advantage is, according to some research, there's the critical window for language acquisition, which usually is placed somewhere between 18 months and puberty, so 12 years. And during this time, the areas of the brain that are responsible for language are very, very plastic. And so a lot of things like phonemes, so the sounds that different languages have, your brain can still adapt to hear them. Most of that is done before the age of 1, but up until puberty, there is a certain amount of elasticity, which will lead to a much more natural way of speaking and much less of an accent. And so all of these factors, but mostly the implicit learning and the plasticity of the brain, make it much more advantageous to learn languages as a child compared to as an adult.